In my opinion, the Mario Kart series are incredible, and I think what makes them so incredible and unique are their items. There are so many different items across all the 14 Mario Kart games. Some of them are very cool and neat, and some of them are just bad and pretty much useless. And today, I will cover the 5 most useless items in Mario Kart. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. First off, we have the banana peel. In my opinion, it's not even that useless, that's also why it's in 5th place, but other than it being a neat defensive item to have in 1st place, it really doesn't do much. You just put it somewhere on the track and hope that someone falls for it, and while you can place it in some tricky spots like on a boost pad or behind some item boxes, most players will spot the banana in time and dodge it. So yeah, while not being completely useless, it's still a bad item to have in Mario Kart. Next up, we have the fake item box, and this is basically a banana peel but worse, because while they can place it next to some item boxes and trick people into thinking that it's a real item box, players who actually have a brain will easily be able to detect it and dodge it. Even worse, the fake item box does not protect you from red shells or any type of incoming attacks, which makes it an almost useless item to have in Mario Kart. In 3rd place, we have the Thundercloud. So for people who don't know how this item works, since it only appeared in Mario Kart Wii and never again, here's how it works. When you get this item, a Thundercloud will appear on top of your head. And after 10 seconds, unless you don't bump into someone, it will shrink you like a shock. If you do manage to bump against someone, that player will then get the Thundercloud, and if that player doesn't bump into another player, the Thundercloud will shrink that player. At first glance, this sounds like a very interesting and strategic item, but the execution of it is terrible. First, you can't choose when to activate the item. It will automatically activate once you obtain it, which already removes that strategic part of the item. Second, sometimes there won't even be any players near you, which you can bump against to give the item away. And no, the small speed boost it gives you doesn't help. So while on paper this may sound like a good strategic item, its execution is terrible and definitely one of the most useless items in Mario Kart. Okay, now we're getting into the real useless items. In 2nd place, we have the Blooper, and I think everyone who played at least one Mario Kart game knows what this item is and what it does. This little son of a bitch sprays ink on your screen, which makes it harder for you to navigate the track and avoid obstacles. But the thing is, it does basically nothing. You can still see the track perfectly fine, and for a player who got this item, it's literally useless for him. That's why every time I get a Blooper, I immediately use it so I can use my other item as fast as possible. Another thing that makes this item even more useless is that you can easily get rid of the ink by using a mushroom or using a speed ramp. So yeah, the Blooper is a pretty much useless item and definitely an item you don't want to get in Mario Kart. And finally, we have, who would have guessed, the coin. Now yes, I know, coins do make you a tiny bit faster, but there are already so many coins scattered around the track that you can easily collect, and especially when you have already 10 coins, this item is completely useless. Now I get it, this does give other players a chance to catch up if you only have a coin and no defensive item, but really? I feel like every time I'm in 1st place, 90% of the items I get are coins. Coins, coins, and even more coins. So Nintendo, could you please remove this stupid item for once? Nobody wants it. So yeah guys, these are in my opinion the most useless items in Mario Kart. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me, or do you think there are even more useless items in Mario Kart? Let me know in the comments, and with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Consider subscribing for more Nintendo content, and yeah, see you in the next one.